Good day. How are you today? Hope everything is well. Today we're going to be talking about Nehemiah 11 and Matthew 7. So in Nehemiah 11, it basically talks about how when they were constructing the walls around Jerusalem, they selected one person per, I would say, leaders from the Levites, from the priests, from temple descendants, and so on. What I discovered, found out that 10, so they picked one person out of 10. And the number 10, I found out it means rebirth of one. So once you're selected, you are one, and then when you're chosen, then you multiply. You give 10%. You give more than you have. So it's a new beginning. The number 10 as well, and then the number 1 is considered leadership, assertiveness, professional achievement. So it quite matches up with Matthew 7 1 through 5, where it says, "Don't judge others, or you will also be judged. You will be judged in the same way that you judge others, and the amount you give to others will be given to you. Why do you notice the little piece of dust in your friend's eye, but you don't notice the big piece of wood? How can you say the big piece of wood in your own eyes? How can you say to your friend, 'Let me take out that little piece of dust out of your eye'? Look at yourself. You still have that big piece of wood in your eye. You hypocrite. First take the wood out of your own eye, then you will see clearly. Take the dust out of your friend's eye." So basically, like it says there, as a leader, we had to analyze ourselves. We had to do a check and balance kind of thing of what we are and what we're given, and who we are as a person, how we can ask for forgiveness. I noticed a few things in my own life that I had to take charge and ask for forgiveness. So we had to analyze ourselves. It's not a matter of showing off. It's not a matter of just doing it for other people, but it's for your own sake. For your own sake, that you will be restored to God and restored to the assignment that He has given you to do on this earth. So also the number 9, since they took one person out of 10, so they have 9 is left. It means perfect movement of God. I think this is quite interesting because sometimes, when you give your tithe is at 10%. So with the remainder 90%, God moves in it. God multiplies it. God is just a perfect movement, I should say, in the 90% that you keep after you give your tithe. So He shows you perfectly how to use your 90%, and you will not even miss the 10%. As a matter of fact, you will receive more than those 90% because you're honoring God. And like in Malachi says, to test Him and see when we give to Him, we have to test and see that He's good and that He will multiply. To test Him and see that when we give our tithe, He will multiply what He has given us, and those 10% that we give to Him, or 90% that we keep, will be multiplied. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great day. Bye bye.